Welcome back. Channel update. Let's start with the channel performance report, shall we? And it's not good. Subscriber numbers are down. I mean, we asked 7,000 people, do they want to see a British guy spaying cats in the Philippines? Our survey said, not into it. Viewer numbers are down. Retention below 50% for the whole video. It's not good. Not good for the channel at the moment. But that's alright. And I was looking at some old vlogs yesterday of mine. Austria car camping in particular. And I was getting a bit nostalgic about that trip. I was just yearning for that old lifestyle of freedom. But the good thing about having those videos is that I remember the state of mind. I kind of remember how I was feeling at the time. And a lot of the time during that car camping trip, I was still chasing after the next place. I spent 4 days in Austria, 2 days in Hungary. It's mad. And it only really settled down when I reached Turkey. And that was after 6 months, and I'd kind of run out of places to go there, so I was forced to slow down. So I know the nostalgia's kind of a trick of the mind. But it does beg the question, what am I going to do now? And I recently watched a video, I was recently recommended a video on YouTube just by the algorithm called Living a Perfect Life and Still Not Happy. And I thought that was an interesting video title, so I clicked on it. But it wasn't about having the perfect life and still not happy. It had been kind of curated and packaged into a video, and the story was that he was just going to vow to be more grateful about what he had. There was no kind of authenticity or vulnerability, and that's kind of my instinct as well, to curate the content and to control the narrative to suit what I want, basically. So the truth is that I do feel a little bit restless at the moment, and a little bit uneasy about what I should do. Feeling that I just ought to do something with my life, and more meaningful, more purposeful. I just feel sometimes like I'm just floating, drifting around, and it's actually a physical feeling sometimes. I just feel a bit of discomfort, and it's not severe. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's always somewhere in the background recently. Well, I don't know for how long, and there's lots of things I do to kind of mitigate it, like just going out for a ride on the motorbike, or when I'm with my girlfriend, or when I go for a run. And I just think, should I get a job, start a business, do something worthwhile or productive? And but then I think, if I started a business, for example, why would I do that? Would it be to earn the freedom one day that I have right now? And if I don't want it now, what's the point of working for it in the future? It just kind of goes around in a loop like that. or is it to secure some status that I can show people what I'm doing with my time? And that was actually one of the motivators for starting my YouTube channel. When I told people I was going to live out of my car, I got a kind of funny reaction, so I thought I would make some videos to show people that it was actually quite a cool thing, and I guess that's kind of the heart of social media. But I know whatever I do, there will always this kind of nagging, I ought to do something else. I know that whatever I do, I will probably have that. So if I got a job here, I know I'd be kind of racked with guilt that I didn't make the most of this time I have right now, and of not having responsibilities, and like, why would I invite loads of stress into my life? Yeah, so the guy in the video was right. I'm just gonna try and embrace and be grateful for what I have. But I know I'll always kind of dip back into this kind of slightly anxious neuroses, and I'm never going to start filming and pick up the camera then. It's always going to be at this stage of kind of reflection. So that's the case of any video you watch. Anytime you socialise with someone, everyone comes with a version of themselves that is kind of presentable, and I know there's no point in striving for other conditions that will resolve my kind of uneasiness. It can only be resolved internally, and it's just about reminding myself of that basically on a day-to-day basis. So that's it. That's it, really. I've got loads of stuff going for me here, so I'm just going to try and make the most of it. Relationship update. Regine is changed clients at work. She's now working on the mid shift, which is 3 p.m. until midnight. So she's working with a group of people from India on various IT and coding issues for a US client. So she goes to work in cafes sometimes. We are trialling sleeping in the same bedroom at night. When she was on the night shift, she would sometimes work in her room, so I didn't want to be disturbed, so I took the small room, which was great for me. 8 hours uninterrupted sleep. It's perfect for me, and that's the way I like it. Sleeping alone, I'm alright with it. On one of our first dates, we went to the pancake house, and it was hot outside. I got inside. It was going to take me a few minutes just to cool down, but she came and sat on my side of the booth and was like leant her head against me, which I'd forgotten they do. So I was kind of starting to get uncomfortable, and I thought to myself, just don't be weird, just kind of deal with it. I lasted a minute before I started squirming and getting uncomfortable and too hot. And it's the same in bed at night. I don't want someone next to me, especially tossing and turning and fidgeting around. As a European in a hot climate, I need my skin to be surrounded by cool, dry air wherever possible, not other warm skin. But we've found a solution where we've put 2 mattresses on the floor in there, and that means when she comes in, I won't be disturbed by any of her rustling and moving around, so it's going all right. Yeah, that's fine. And Annalisa, the stray cat, has moved in after her surgery. She now lives here full time. She's got her own little bedroom in the corner. She's on full wet food privileges as well, so she's one of the gang. So I've got 4 cats here now. What more could I want? That's it really. I've got 4 hours or so of random cat and dating content, which I'll try and edit up tonight and show that now, I guess. So that's it. What's the soup?
Sinigang. It's the sour soup. Yeah. I can finish 3 rice with just the soup as my condiment. So Mr. Shan here gets to experience the common Filipino dining experience. So we're dining with other Filipinos right now. Just one, babe?
Yeah, one is good. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we've had a new neighbour move in next door. It's a disaster. The Koreans who lived there before never heard from them, never saw them. But this guy, American guy who's moved in with his girlfriend, are just constantly out on the balcony hanging out, and just have to talk to him whenever I come and go. So I bought these blinds just as a divider to block the, just to give some privacy. And then the other day I was talking to him, and he said that his girlfriend had gone back to Manila to see her daughter, and she'd taken all her stuff with her. So I thought suddenly I'd gone from like blocking this guy to maybe being his only friend, because he's moved out here, retirement, 55 years old, he's taken early retirement and doesn't know anyone here. But luckily his girlfriend's come back, so it's going to be a little bit awkward because they're going to be there as I'm putting up the divider. But it's for the best. And they just sit out there. His girlfriend is just watching TikTok videos on her phone in the hammock. It's so annoying. And now he's right by the window watching Mythbusters on YouTube, and we can hear him through the window. And I now can. Oh God, the window's open. I can hear his phone. Oh, okay, that might be all.
Sino may matutuhan? Kaya ang power. Yeah. Ito. Tayo.
It's like,
7 foot, these ones, I think.
that's nice.
Ayun, nakabis ko. Mayan yan.
American fighter jets, probably. They've just stationed lots of new air bases around the Philippines islands. That's what happens. It's for security against China and the South China Sea. But it's how these things escalate. One country says it's just being precautionary and it's for the security of the Philippines and Taiwan. And then China says it's provocation, so they bolster their defences, and then America says that's provocation, and it's all this little tit for tat thing, and that's how these things start, unfortunately.
You can go anywhere. Anywhere in the park you can go. He's apprehensive. Sure. Hello everyone. So we're here at the park today and we're here for a picnic. So I've cooked some adobo and Julio seems to like it.
What's adobo?
Adobo, it's a Filipino classic dish. It's a chicken stew dish with soy sauce and vinegar, and yeah, that's the main, and chicken of course, and it's best paired with a hot white rice, and also we add some boiled eggs. Later we can just mix it all together with the adobo. So that's it.
And what else?
Water and juice. This one is beans, Baguio beans.
Okay.
So I prepared this for Shan because he said he's changing his diet to a vegetarian diet.